Hi, it's Lenneke from Len's Crafty Life, and I have finally decided to start to destash my books. Maybe other stuff is to follow, but at least my books. I have so many vintage books, all absolutely beautiful to use in your junk journals or as decoration in your home, of course, or to make ephemera out of, whatever you like. And let me show you, I'm starting off with 5 different kind of books here. And I'll start off with this one. Got a music book and old school map. And, well, I will just show you. Let me just put this aside for now. I'll start with this one. This is, it says here, it's in Dutch, but it's a fascinating selection from the years 1934 to 1974 from the ladies' magazine, weekly magazine, the Libella. Now, Libella is actually a dragonfly. So it's called Libella. It's also a name. And it has some loose pages in here. Now, these are from another book. Has nothing to do with this, but it was in here. So I'll leave that in here. And here are some beautiful vintage pages. So these are actually at the bottom here. You can see it. These are taken from the Libella issues in issue 4. In 1939. So you could see that at the bottom of the page. Now these are all in Dutch, which is really nice. There is, if I can find it, now these are beautiful pictures in here. These are of some ladies in their original Dutch clothes. There is something in here on Shirley Temple. See if I can find that, where she is a young, here you go. Here it says, hope you can see that, Shirley Temple. So that is Shirley with her 3 children and I guess her husband. So that's really nice. And so it has lots of beautiful vintage pages and, you know, images, children, photos, lots and lots of nice vintage images. Also here, this is beautiful Boomsa Daisy. beautiful images. So that's the first one. I'll show you the music paper. And, you know, you can see these are large books. The measurements are all with these books in my Etsy shop. Now, this is, how many pages? This is 60 pages. Here it says 59. So, 60 pages of this beautiful vintage music paper. Again, wonderful to make even journal pages if you use them like so, and then you fold them. You have beautiful music sheet journal pages. You can use these to make envelopes for your books and your journal books, your journals, basically. And this one is coming loose a little bit, but it is still all attached. This is a loose section anyway. For the violin, so that's in here as well. So you see the layout is a bit different from these. You see, it's oh, you don't see, do you? You see, these are thinner lines, how do you say, and these are thicker lines, if you see what I mean. So there's 2 different kinds of paper in this book. And this and a violoncello, that's again for different musical instrument. And this is Mendelssohn Trio Opus 49 for piano, violin and violoncello. Okay, then we have this book. This is really neat, again in Dutch. And this is about vignettes, which they used in printing. So they're images which are used for printing from hope you can read that, 1894 till 1907. Now, this has a little hole at the top because it's actually a summer calendar. So the dates go from, and this is actually from the year, this is a reprint from the year 2006, but the original, you can see here, is from 1907. So the summer dates are, these are the beautiful. And here at the bottom you can see the date in Dutch, of course. But doesn't matter if that it's in Dutch, because these are the gorgeous, gorgeous images. Of course, you can cut these out for ephemera. I don't think you can scan them because this book isn't old enough, because this is a reprint from 2006. But these are absolutely beautiful images to make ephemera out of. This is maybe for a journal card or a journal page. And there is really many, many different kinds of images in here. So what I was going to say, cigars. What I was going to say, these were used in printing, these vignettes. So these are loads of little carriages. Very pretty, very cute. Makes me wonder why I'm actually selling this book. I want to keep it. No, I have to sell it. I just cannot keep it all. I just have too much, way too many books, way too many things. I've got this massive, massive craft room, and it's still stuffed. So I have to do something about that. Birds, lots of birds in here. Oh, look at that peacock, beautiful. Here some smaller peacocks, absolutely gorgeous. So if you've seen the picture, if you're on my Facebook page, you may have seen a picture of my craft room, what it looked like before my husband's prayer day and when I was done tidying. And it's like it's a disaster. In Dutch, we say it's like a bomb exploded. Now, this is a train book, a locomotive book, a steam engine book. Here again, it is in Dutch, but it has plenty of beautiful images from steam engines or locomotive from the new. Some are in color. This is like from a painting. Lots of vintage photos and images. Now again, these would be beautiful to use as ephemera in your junk journal, or even if you make a men's journal. Doesn't necessarily have to be a men's journal, of course, or a steampunk journal. And even here you can see, you know, the old clothes, the dresses and everything. So, and here as well, the people that are walking here, beautiful. Hope you can see that. It's very small, but the old dresses. Now, lots of beautiful images, some color photos. So great book to use. Lots of ephemera in here. And then I've got lost for this time. I have many more books to come, but I started with these 5 different kinds. Now this is it's a small, kleine, means small school atlas. It's like for schools, it's a book with world maps, der gehele aarde, from the whole earth, in 48 maps. So these are basically the same. These 2 are from 1956, which I'll show you. It has this beautiful stained paper in here. Love that. And here it says, here you can see, hopefully 1956, and it has some pages with the index in here. Then this is the Netherlands. Well, it has world maps, but it starts off with the Netherlands, and I live around there. I used to live there, and now I live there, and Amsterdam is here. Well, you know, half of you know, the Dutch are famous for making land out of the sea, and that's what we did right here. This piece, it didn't used to exist, and So we just put land in the sea here. This is actually sea. And actually right now that part is also land. So just so you know, we are great inventors of land. With our famous dikes and everything. Okay, so this is, but you can see the beautiful colors. These are the counties of the Netherlands, but do not fear, it has different countries. This is Switzerland. Again, spelling is in Dutch. Here it says the Alps. Really kind of, you know, you can recognize some of these words, some of these names. What would this be? Belgium and Luxembourg. You see, you can recognize it. Frankrijk is France. So it's beautiful. You know, here it says the Indian Ocean. All these, well, whatever, South Asia and Suez Canal. It's the way through Egypt. Basically Israel, and you just see it's beautiful. It has these beautiful vintage colors. Africa. Now these school books were actually used also by my dad. This is Italy, Spain, Portugal, France, and my dad had one of these when he went to school. My dad is 84 now, which is absolutely wonderful. So there you go. So these two are basically the same. This one has been covered by this brown paper, probably by this guy's name, Jan Bolluit. So this Jan is John Bolluit. So he covered this up. Jan Bolluit, it says here, this is nice to see. There's a date in this one, the 18th of August, 1958. So he covered this with this brown paper to protect his book. You see? Oh, this one, the only difference is this one has like a brownish thingy, and this one has a kind of a yellowish thingy. But it's, apart from that, color and print is slightly different, but it's the same book from the same year. So with this one, I'll leave it in that original brown paper. So it's all the same basically. Oh, here's some extra pages. Some extra photo pages. And then there's this one. This is slightly newer from from 1962. I'll show you. You can see that I don't make it up. I checked it before I said that. 1962. So there you go. Again, these beautiful maps that are in here. So there you go. These are all up in my Etsy shop. I'll put the link to these are in the book section. So I'll put the link to the book section below this video, and you can see all 5 of these listings. You can find them in there. Now, if you look at the shipping cost, it's quite high, but I can pack more books, at least 2 of these books in one package. If you're interested in more of these books or more other items, I have vintage and antique French papers in there, French magazines. So, you know, if you're interested in more, just send me a note via my Etsy shop, and I'll make a separate listing for you so you don't pay too much in shipping. So please ask me about that if you're interested in several items. So thank you so much for watching, and check out the other items in my Etsy shop, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye. And more books are to come. Bye.